Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back for another week, another episode of On Loose Lines, number one online talkback show in harness racing. And I do say that very cheekily, about as cheekily as I take this hat that I've got on at the minute as well. But yeah, here to have a little bit of fun and get people involved in everything. Racing at Kilmore tonight. I think it's about race 6 is just about to be run and won, and Chris Finozio is going to get the chockies there with Heavenly Charm, beating Maddie Craven with Sweet Passion. So Sweet Passion, of course, is by Sweet Lou, but Heavenly Charm beating Sweet Passion, and Guilty by the Beach running in third. Tonight's show, as always, is about having a bit of fun and not taking yourself too seriously. I have a gentleman from New Zealand ringing me right at the minute that I don't reckon I want to have onto this show. So hopefully he will be fine. But we're going to have quite a few people. I don't get everything organised as we should, and we'll go from there. Stuart Tanner is already here. I said we might be getting someone from Great Britain. Great Britain is in as well. I don't know too many harness shows that can get across there and go. Alex Ehrlich, congratulations. You didn't feel the cold at Geelong, so enjoy tonight. Hopefully you are to sit back and enjoy the show as well, but might be able to get Big Ben to put us through the TV channels there and warm people up. At least have a little bit of fun, and that is what this show is all about: having fun, not to be taken seriously, and enjoying yourself. Hence the reason I got my hat on that I'm sure young Cam Bray would like to have. That's for sure. So, got quite a few people on. Help set the agenda, and let's go from there. Errol Gaff is on there. Dot G, hello to you, Dot, and great to finally catch up with you, Dot, at Melton on Monday night. I think it was just gone for the trials. I actually got to meet Dot firsthand, so hello to you, and thank you for everything that you contribute to my show. Cam Bray, of course, Cam's on board, and we must remember to vote one for Cam Bray. I've got a few little things on that, but it is good to see you. My other fine Kiwi mate in Timmy White, got a couple of photos for you boys coming up as well, so don't let any of that worry you. But the boys have a little bit of fun in New Zealand, but there's a lot of serious stuff going on over there as well. Cam Kirkwood is on. We've got the Breeders' Seminar. Let's kick the show off to the Kiwis straight away, if you like. One hat down, another one gone. I've got a little sneaky surprise actually for one Cam Bray there, but the Breeders' Seminar is going on over there at the minute. Cambridge tomorrow night. Plenty of interaction. I think the breeding seminars are going very, very well. There's a lot of people talking about them. Great to have a lot of Australian content over there as well, though. Yes, Dot, you do anyway, so I appreciate that. A lot of great Australian content over there. I know Louise Toolman is over there, and I've got some photos of the countryside that Louise has actually sent me. I've met I'll get them up and key them up into the right spots before I change them, but we're all good to go there. But Louise has been doing some happy snaps down the far south. So Cam Bray tells me about how cold it is, and it's snow, and it's wet, and it's ugly, and I think it just looks sensational. Beautiful countryside there, lovely snow-capped mountains, so plenty of upside there to sunny New Zealand. Anyone would think it's cold. I do know where Louise is, but I must say it's actually escaped me just as we speak. But good luck to all my Kiwi friends. Hopefully I'll be in the South Island very shortly, but looks beautiful. Really, really does. And I don't know how many mountains in New Zealand they go skiing on. I'm sure there's a couple of really good ones, but if Louise is watching, she might be able to even tell me who those two couple of horses are there. We've got quite a few comments coming through. Philip Wood got some stuff. Oh, that was Makar Lodge. Very, very good. He's going terrific. Graham Hand. That was -3. Kim Collison is freezing in Bylands too. Upfeeding retired the Night Star, one of Kim's favourites. Was previously trained by both Kate and Alex Ashwood. I know Alex is on the road to recovery, but he's getting there. And a horse that they did have a lot of fun spot for. Didn't race him in his whole life, though. I think they had him for a short period of time. But, yeah, quite a few of the Kiwis are on there, and all's going good. Luckily, I don't show you everything that comes onto my phone. I will say that. We'll stay with the Kiwis. That was a half Kiwi. That was Mark Hughes sending me a message just then too, and I will reiterate what he's got going on there. So a little bit of banter and that going forward. Graham Hand. I do have Regan's. Oh, I've got to get rid of that thing again. There it is there. Way up the top. Regan's hat is up the top, and we've also got Timmy's here. I've got to change them around, boys. I know the pressure's on, but I do really appreciate everyone's interaction. Arden Lodge over the far side there as well. So the Kiwis are well and truly on the back wall. Woodlands, of course. I'll get into trouble for them. And NZB, well and truly on the noggin. And they're up there as well. So I definitely enjoy the Kiwi content. Now, the actual breeding seminars, and I said there before, I think they've been very, very well received. I know Louise commented to me that incredibly positive last night, and I'm not exactly sure where last night was, in Invercargill. She said it was very, very positive, the feedback there, and positive vibes, so which is terrific. We want some positive vibes in the industry, so good to see the breeding guys. Must be hard to get positive about breeding. I know it's about a month away before we start serving the mares. One of my Kiwi friends might tell me that. Is it the 1st of September over there for you guys the same as here, or does it start a little bit earlier? I'm not sure over there in New Zealand if the rules are a bit different. But you see there Graham Hand saying that it was -5 this morning, and in all seriousness, Cam Bray's been informing me about how cold it is walking around in gumboots and inspecting yearlings. The snow, some of the videos he sent me were just horrific, and it was really, really good. So it was exciting. Bathurst is running at the minute. I don't know who the horses are, so I haven't actually watched those, but don't forget the Bathurst sale. We will get to that. Totally off track going forward. Brian Coglin's watching. How are you, Coggo? You can get involved in the conversation. Coggo is one of the local radio guys and does a bit of social media as well. So hello to you, mate. Thomas Parnell, not sure why your horse was scratchy overnight, Tom. I hope everything's okay. Was scratched last week at Bendigo, so I hope everything's fine there as well. The other thing, while we're with the Kiwis, and this gets a little bit point for the Australians here as well, but don't forget September. It's less than a month away now. This is on the 2nd of September, big night for Blue September launch. Joe Moody is their special guest speaker. Go to hrnz.co.nz/Blue September to be able to get involved in that and raise some much funds, awareness for prostate cancer. And it really kicked home here this week with David Aiken, and encourage people to go to the harness racing it's the trots.com. Sorry about all that. It's the trots.com is the actual website to go to, and you'll see David Aiken's interview there, and Aikie's fighting the battle of prostate cancer, and it's terrific. It's really, really, really well done. So I think you should. It's a must watch. David Aiken's an incredibly likeable man. He's done a lot for the industry over the years, and he's just terrific. So my wife really doesn't know that I'm on going live, that's for sure. So she must be wondering what I want for tea, I would say. Hopefully. Anyway, I don't know. We are hungry. Andrea O'Gorman is online from the Charlton. The Charlton guys, they're up there. Their hat's up there somewhere. Where'd I see it? Oh, hate saying that and it's not up there. Where's me Charlton? I better find that hat again, Andrea. We'll get it. I did have it somewhere, so I'll get to it. Don't worry about that. Beck Morrissey is on as well. Please, everyone, get involved in the conversation. I'm going to get to you in a sec, Alex and Reese Moore, with your comments, but we just want to make sure that we get the message across there for the prostate cancer, because I think anyone here in Victoria that actually has watched that with David Aiken will be well and truly aware of it. I ran last year. We're going to do some things. There's a little bit going on behind the scenes that we're going to try and get a fair income challenge up, not a half-hearted one. So yeah, don't forget also to vote 1 for Cam Bray. So now, while I'm on with the Kiwis here, just going to throw to a little thing that I might have done Tuesday, I think it was, or Monday. Might have been even Monday. Kept saying last week on Loose Lines, vote 1, Cam Bray, and you will get a hat. Proof of the pudding is right here for Joe Pace. Firstly, have you voted for Cam Bray, mate?
I have, more than once.
More than once. How many clubs are you a member of?
More than once. No, and thank you for the hat.
I must say, well done to you. I appreciate On Loose Lines is about having fun. I name it something cheeky and all the rest, but it's about having a bit of fun, and I really do appreciate it. I want to keep growing it. I want people to contribute and get involved in it. We've been here today, done a video about your stable and how well it's going, but I just want to say very, very quickly, mate, thank you very much for everything you do. And Cam Bray, that's one less hat he's got to pack. He's worried about how many he's got to pack.
He can bring a few if he wants. Doesn't matter.
He sent me some photos today of him in the snow. I don't know if he's coming over. I reckon he's got frostbite on the toes. I don't think he's got any feet left.
I think he'll be eager to come over in this beautiful sun and weather that we got today. So I think he'll be packing his bags quite quickly, actually.
He will indeed, Joe. Thank you very much. And as I said, I appreciate everyone that gets involved with On Loose Lines. Just a bit of fun. I don't know how much longer I'll be able to keep it when the weather's like this. No one wants to go inside and watch at 6 o'clock, so I'll just have to see how I go. But it's a bit of fun.
I'll be watching, Paul.
Thanks, Joe.
Thanks, mate.
And we're back, and I must say a huge thank you to Joe Pacey. He has a lot of fun, and he's pretty happy about his hat. It's quite funny, actually. I'm sponsored by Barristock, which you can see there. He had the High Gain hat on, and the High Gain hat outshone the Barristock hat, but that's fine. I can handle that. I can be challenged for it. Reese Moore, welcome to the show, Reese, and thank you for contributing and going terrific at Mildura. We might have a look at some Mildura results again shortly and doing a good job there, but great interview with Joe Pace. Thank you. Joe spoke very well, and great to see him having a good run. He is having a good run, and it's a good story, backstory. I didn't know anything about it, but about Supreme Domino. Nader, a Kiwi-bred horse that he bought with big reputation or big expectations, and was a little bit worried that it may not have been going to reach up to him. There was a lot of to and fro, and eventually they sent the horse to the forest at Bill Polidano's, and just left him there. It's really cool insight. He's got an Inter-Dominion horse. He's not nothing to be sneezed at, and he's going to be a real good chance in that sort of race. So well done to Joe Pace and everything he is doing. Before I go, I may not have. I just got to check something here. I've got to make sure. I don't think I have. No, definitely haven't. Luckily, I saw that while I have my Kiwis on, and I got Timmy White and Cameron Bray both still watching there and doing a good job for me. They do I have a lot of fun with them. But they sent me this photo in the other day. These two crackers have got their own sheep. This show, I'm telling you, I'm going to end up being the sheep show. I do a lot for Nutrien. Nutrien sell a lot of sheep over the journey. I could end up having Campbell's Comments On Loose Lines. Both sides of the ditch could be the #1 sheep show, online sheep show, the way we're going, with Tim White and Cam Bray. Cam Bray was there inspecting yearlings, and that's what he comes up back with. And some rumour that the sheep might have been named poorly. So, as I said, Timmy, thank you very much. And we'll be doing some stuff with Timmy and all the guys from Southern Bred, Southern Red very shortly when I get down there towards the end of the year, which Mark Hughes was on about some other stuff going forward as well. So, please, a lot of people watching. Sean O'Sullivan's watching for the first time. G'day to you, Shawnee. Craig Judd. Hello, Juddy. And Ian Hewlett as well. The show is about fun. It's there to be promote what you're doing and get the message out there, and it goes for a long time. I haven't actually spoken to my friend. Actually, I did speak to him a little bit earlier, but I've got to catch up with Daniel Hibbert and just see if he's going to come on later on. He will go give me something. So, and there's Mickey Mouse is on. I shouldn't say that. Michael House. Hello to you, Michael. All the way from the other side of the ditch. He's a very funny man. You want to follow his Facebook page as Michael House. It's can be random, but he gives great insight for his runners. I like what he does. I promote people that do things a little bit differently. So I think it's very, very good there what he does, and he does a good job. Trying to get people involved in small ways. Don't forget, all my Kiwi friends, vote 1 Cam Bray. You can see the rolling text there on the side, and actually we've also got this one here. We can do that and just have it go that way. Have I got any friends? I've got a couple, Michael, not too many, but it's all good. So they sent me a photo of some sheep today, so it'll be fine. But yeah, don't forget the Kiwis vote 1. I don't know when that closes, Cam. You'll have to keep me posted on that one. So while we're going, and all this show is always about people that help me and make me get better at what I do, and I really do appreciate it. I'll have to type that into the text for you, Michael, but I might be able to get it done. I'll see how I go. Pray for Bray. That's Cam Bray's slogan, written and spoken by Michael House. Yeah, there's a few things going to it. Woodland's great supporters of Campbell's comments. I was actually at Dr. Kath McIntosh's today, and I will overlap the pair of them. I'm not sure which way I'll go first. I think I'll go with Kath actually first. I'll just got to work out where to go to that, and we have. So Kath McIntosh, please, today, don't forget that she has got her actual stay-in parade. Whoops, I better get rid of young Cameron off that there. It makes it a bit better. Stay-in parade September 4th, hosted by Dan Malecki. I'm going to be there. John Coffey, Mark Hughes will all be there. Helping promote. Make sure you RSVP to Lower Long Farms at northernrivers.com.au. I was there today, fortunate enough to see quite a few of the stallions there. I got the Rug Off Raging Bull. I saw American Ideal, Lather Up, Century Pharaoh, and Pastor Stephen was the other horse that all came back. There, they look terrific. The farm looks terrific. Go to Lower Long Farms. Just type in Lower Long Farms actually with the 2 L's. And it will come up onto the feed there, the Facebook page, and you'll be able to see the 4 stallions arriving from North America today. So, and go in there. Cam Bray will be there by popular demand. He will have a lot of hats with him too, I believe. So there could be a couple of hat stalls going. So there won't be any Campbell's Comments hats, that's for sure. So we'll see how we go. Really like the new stay-in there at Kath's. That's Century Pharaoh, cracking looking horse. Timmy, I'm presuming that's who you mean as well. So yeah, he is a cracking looking horse, very athletic, by Mach 3, and we know the job that Sunbeach Somewhere has been able to do. So not sure if Timmy is coming across for the parade or not, but have to wait and see. Anyway, you haven't got long to go, Timmy. It's Father's Day here in Australia, probably Father's Day there in New Zealand as well. So make, if you can, clear your calendars and get across here for that on September 4th. Hosted by Dan Malecki, RSVP by Friday the 26th of August, which is fast approaching, and it's there in Kyabram, just in the middle of the Golden Valley. Going to be a very, very good day. Don't forget also that CAF has 5 stallions up for a free $100,000 bonus. If any of these horses can win the $200, the Vicbred finals for 2-year-olds, and that is the 2-year-old trotting boys and girls and the pacing boys and girls. So there's $400,000 worth of incentives on offer. Pastor Stephen, Raging Bull, Yankee Rockstar, Poster Boy, and Sudsy, as he's affectionately known, or Lather Up, are all eligible. Don't have to do any more. Just breed to those 5 stallions in Pastor Stephen, Raging Bull, Yankee Rockstar, Poster Boy, and Lather Up, and you are eligible for the $100,000 breeding incentive, which I think is terrific, and it's going to be enormous. And of course, Lather Up stands in conjunction with Woodland Stud, who also stand American Ideal there, and looked like a 2-year-old today. Jeffrey Dixon is online. Hello to you, Jeffrey. Looked like a 2-year-old. He's an incredible horse. He keeps leaving winners here, there, and everywhere. Does a great job and just looks an absolute treat. So check him out. Woodlands. What have I got here for Woodlands? We've actually just got the logo there for a start, but the Woodland sale prices are out. Stallion sale prices are out. And you can see them there on screen. 27,000 for Bettor's Delight. Down by the Seaside 11. Speeding Spur at 1,100. Sweet Lou at 10,000. What the Hill at 7,700. And then we've got American Ideal in Victoria at 12,100 and Lather Up at 4,400. So make sure you get there. Don't forget though, Down by the Seaside and Sweet Lou completely booked out, and 3/4 booked out for the season coming 2024. Not this season, the next one coming. So if you want to get into those boys who are doing a terrific job, Seaside, I think it was one of the graded races. They do it a little bit differently in North America, but yeah, another one of his young horses won there as well. So more information, you can go to woodlandstud.co.nz for all information there, or go to Lower Long Farms as well. Check out the footage of the 2 boys there on Facebook. they'll be up on social media and Twitter as well that arriving. So yeah, and they look a treat and look forward to that stallion parade there. The boys will be parading both American Ideal and Lather Up as well at Lower Long Farms. There'll also be Poster Boy, I'm going to get in trouble, Soho Tribeca, and I think that's all. I think that's about it for CAF there, but plenty of stallions there, but going to be a fun day. Oysters and champagne are going to be on offer, that's for sure too. Mark Hughes has actually told me that. That one doesn't want to work, that'd be right. Unbelievable. Sorry guys, I had one that's not ready to work. What the Hill is going to be offered up via tender through the stallion tenders, one of the first ones to get going. There are a couple of others almost ready to go, and people will be sending me more and more of that. But What the Hill will be standing for Horsham and District Harness Racing Club. They've always been a great association with the Woodlands and the Woodlands brand, and they have had Pegasus Spur, Speeding Spur, and now What the Hill stands for $7,700. For more information, you can contact Mark Hughes, and that is at mark@woodlandstud.co.nz or on his phone number 0451 650 707. So that's Mark Hughes. Don't forget the Horsham Harness Racing Club as well, though. You can go there and get involved. Please, plenty of people on there. Good evening to you, Em. I haven't got to Nutrien yet, so you're not late to the party. So Em's time to run beautifully. Daz Aikens is there though. We'll go with Daz Aiken. We better get rid of me Woodlands web address just for the second. And I saw Darren's there. Don't forget, if you want any of your merch done, he does beautiful logos. You can see his logo. Oh, you can't because I'm not on screen. Get in touch with him at 0400 309 902. They actually had a horse run second tonight. Sir Ed ran second tonight in the first race at Kilmore. So we'll keep an eye on whether they've got another runner in there at all. But don't forget the safety specialists and great contributors to me. The vests, you'll see a lot of my stuff that I'm wearing as well going out, and you can see the quality in the logo there on the hat. Well done to Daz Aiken and everyone that helps out and makes life a lot easier. Neville Pangrazio, Lachlan Prothero. We're getting a Mildura feel about tonight's show. We'll have to do a bit more in Mildura, and go from there. Hopefully not bush oysters. They will be the best oysters you can get. Alex, don't you worry about that. Mark Hughes has guaranteed it, so I'm not sure if Kath's watching. She'll be cringing, but yeah, she might owe Hughes his oysters, and he wants his oysters. That is for sure. So don't forget, please, to check out all the 4 stallions arriving today for Kath McIntosh. But more importantly, or not more importantly, but as equally as American Ideal, how good he looks, and also Lather Up, because they look a treat. And Woodland's great sponsors and supporters, and have been from pretty much its inception, Campbell's Comments. So I really appreciate everything they do and all the help that they give me.
Woodland Stud takes pride in their involvement in the industry, both on and off the track, supporting harness racing through sponsorship from grassroots to feature racing, giving breeders access to world-class stallions who go on to produce world-class racehorses, selling progeny at sales from some of Australasia's strongest families. Harness racing is our passion, and we will continue to strive for greatness. Your success is our success.
And as I said, a huge thank you to the guys at Woodlands, and it won't be the last time I go there. No, I don't know what bush oysters are, Blanche. Hence the reason I left it alone. I was not silly. I thought I'm better off to not touch that one, that's for sure. So good to see you on, Blanche Bull. We'll get through the results in a minute. I wonder how many Emmy winners Blanche and Dean had at last week. They had a great week last week, and I think they might have actually had one more before that. Anyway, wait and see if Blanche and that come back. I may have missed one comment going back, and I don't like missing comments, so I apologise for having my head down. But I reckon I might have missed one from Alex Hurley. I did. More sheep, more Kiwi viewers, for sure. Didn't see that one. Michael House is on there, but I'm sure I have missed one of one of Alex Hurley's messages here, and I didn't want to miss that at all because Alex has had a pretty good run. She had a winner during the week as well. First foal by the Storm Inside due in 10 days' time. I suspect it will be late, but she is nearly as fat as me at the moment. Alex, if I had read that properly, I wouldn't have read that out. But yeah, it is coming around very, very quickly, the breeding season, and it's going to be upon us, and there's going to be lots going on. Campbell's Comments and the likes will have plenty happening there at all, and I still haven't found out what bush oyster is. Don't forget, this is a G-rated show, so if I don't want to know what it is, if I'm better off not knowing what it is, please leave it at that. Nutrien, we're doing plenty of out and abouts. The Nutrien race series will commence on Monday coming up. So if you bear with me, we might be able to do a couple of things here. We might be able to, all going well if I can. I had things set up pretty cool there, but I'm just going to see if the fields are up, and we'll have a quick look at them. But the inaugural race series is coming up for Nutrien with heats on Monday at Menangle, and we're going to be able to... No, they're not up yet. That's a pity. Anyway, we can't do much about that, but rightio. So it's got something to do with sheep. My fine New Zealand friend is actually telling me. Rightio. Everyone's telling me to leave the bush oysters alone. So consider them left alone. There's not a hassle there at all. I will leave them alone. The JP McKay 22 VHRC Trot is the next race to be up on the screen, and Egret for Anton Galino and Arasta Trotters. I'm doing Nutrien. Can't get to that. There's not a hope in hell, but we'll keep an eye on it. It'll be fine. So thank you, Em, for looking after me. I really do appreciate that. I won't go and Google it. A lot of Kiwis on this show. Too many Kiwis. They all know too much. It gets me a bit worried. That is for sure. And no, I won't put the sheep photo up at all. Thank you, Cam. Nutrien. The inaugural race series is on... serious. Wow. Watch the feed, Cambro. I've got to leave that one alone. I definitely can't put that one up on my screen. But yeah, definitely not going there. We will leave that one right alone and just leave it there. Right, the race series. The race series is coming up for Nutrients. Heats are on Monday, final on the 27th. So I have actually RSVP'd back to M, and M's well and truly aware of that. But going to be a huge, I suppose, first race meeting for the Nutrien. So it's going to be great. Don't forget the great sponsors there in Alabar, Auctions Plus, and Harasta Trotters, as well as Woodlands. Of course, Dr. Kath McIntosh as well, and Barristock all get involved with the parade and a lot of the other sales. But the race series, 3 race series are sponsored by Harasta Trotters, Auctions Plus, and Alabar. So that is the inaugural race series that will be commencing on Monday, and I'm going to actually be there. I'm going to do a drive up and probably catch up with a couple of people on the way up as well. So we'll go from there. Sale dates have been released. Have a look at that Cambrai. He just pops up everywhere. It's actually pretty cool. No, I better not, because it says on the top of the note the nominations. We'll just leave that alone. But the sale dates are out for the Nutrien Equine Standardbreds, and of course entries are open now for these sale series. And the Sydney sale is on the 4th and 5th of March. Queensland, the 11th and 12th of March, and Melbourne will be on the 1st and 2nd of April. So those sale dates are out. Entries opened on the 26th of July and go for approximately 1 month. I do have Gillian Norris on watching. Hello to you, Gillian. Got a lovely message from Jill the other day. So great to see you, and hopefully Danny sitting up there watching him. People might be watching me on the on YouTube, and if you are, hit subscribe and like. I don't know why, but they all say you've got to do those sorts of things, so you keep it going there. Yes, I was getting to that. M's keeping me on the ball. Bathurst dates, they're open as well. From the 2nd of August they opened, so they've been well and truly opened, and go through to the 23rd of November. And if I get that wrong, I'll be told, but I reckon I'm pretty close to the mark, so don't forget that. And already encouraging signs. I think it was Adam Fairley, in New South Wales, posting about the fact that they're going to be sending I think 6 or 8 horses already. So there's already some huge intrigue in the Bathurst sale, and it's going to be something great. I think good. So yeah, it's going to be a big month from 19th of February with the NZB sale, right through till the 2nd of April for the Nutrien sale here in Melbourne. So plenty going on, and a lot of fun. And you're going to see a lot of Nutrien activity. You're going to see some coming from some places that Campbell's Comments and Nutrien haven't been before, but we will be going there very shortly. And I did get that date right. So right through to the end of November. So not the end of November, but 23rd of November. So a fair way into it. So make sure you get there, giving Bathurst consigners some more time just to get their head around it and go from there. So we've got Egret, which was the favourite. It looks under a bit of pressure here. Johnny Caldo's just gone straight past here with Tipsy Turvy. Of course, she's a quality mare. She's an Oaks mare herself, and Tipsy Turvy's gone past her. Egret's not finished with yet, though, here at Kilmore. Yes, she is, because Tipsy Turvy's holding her quite comfortably, and she's going to come on to win, beating Egret and scooting around, getting home hard into 3rd place. So well done, Johnny Caldo. Tipsy Turvy taking the chockies there in race 6 at Kilmore tonight, and on what is I'm sure very cold. I'm trying to find out when Alex Hurley's horse is racing. She's just sitting there, just enjoying the show, because she's got a little ways to go before the show is on. Don't forget to find out everything from Nutrien. Go to all the W's, nutrienequine.com.au, and click on the standardbred section. Tell you what, don't just click on that, because there's plenty of other stuff going on. Click on all the horse sections. Keep up to date with all the sales that they've got coming up, going there as well. Myself and Cam Bray. Cam Bray is going to be here for the Stallion Parade, and we're going to be making our way up for the graduate sale. And Cam's looking forward to getting a bit of Tamworth country into him. I think he's keen to get a hat. I've got plenty of hats, and I think he's keen to get one of these. So I'll have to get him one, and I think it'll look pretty cool on a little Kiwi. I might have to superimpose it over that. You can imagine him when he goes rustling his sheep when he's got one of these cowboy hats on. Imagine, actually, vote 1 Cam Bray with this on. That would actually work. Maybe I should have sent it over to him. He would have got more votes. I'm not sure what my Kiwi friends think, but I reckon that would have got him more votes if he had the hat. So don't forget to vote 1 Cam Bray. Joe Pace did it there before. He got the hat, so there's no worries there. Nathan Rice is in there. Laurie Messia. So another Mildura. We better do something. We're going to have to try and do something with the Mildura guys. Not sure how we'll do it, but we'll work something out going forward. So, yeah, we'll get it done. But Joe Pace will be happy. Another different hat going from there. So... can he play the guitar? Well, that'll be a bit of fun. We'll get him up there in Tamworth in the guitar country. Cameron, I think I need to superimpose it over this Vote 1 slogan that I've got going for you. I am your campaign manager, so it'll be fine. It'll be better than the gumboots that you had on in that other photo with the sheep, that's for sure. So we'll just bring that one back up. Oh, they're not actually gumboots. They're Timmy's gumboots. At least Timmy's done some work. Poor old Cam don't look like he's been out in too many paddocks going along. So going there. Paul Wiedenbach, g'day to you. You've come in on a conversation where blokes are playing banjos with cowboy hats on. That's what this show is about. We talk harness racing. We promote everything that my sponsors and my people have got going on. But after that, who knows where the show will go and where the show could end up. Another of my great sponsors, don't worry, we'll get to the guys at Harass the Trotters, and that very, very shortly, is the guys from Barristock, and the easiest thing for me to do is this.
For every stage of your horse's career, find your edge with the Barristock Racing range of feeds.
And we are back and ready to go. Got a couple of comments. I've got Michael House is random. Keep up to date with the comments as you're going along the lines, but he's probably right with Tim White and Cambrai. He reckons the sheep wouldn't have got a word in either way, and then he's put underneath it Silence of the Lambs, which is very, very good. I can't play a banjo. There's no way knowing we'll be having that, but you never know. It could be something on Loose Lines. On Loose Lines will be Campbell's comments will be very loose that whole week because we're touring, myself and Cam. We're going to be Wagga, Bathurst, Crookwell, Newcastle. We're going to be going to plenty of places. We'll be going to Medowie Lodge. That was it. There was a raffle going, and I haven't got the slogan for that. That is actually it. G'day Glen West. Hopefully you found yourself a job. I think it's with SA Botra, and I've got one other thing there, but they've got a raffle going, $100 a ticket. Go to South Australian Harness Racing, and you'll be able to check it out. I think Gary had it up. I can't remember where I saw it now. I've got a few other slogans and the likes going, but I did forget to get that one. I will put this one up here, the Silver Salver. Those sales are open now. Entries are open. Get Gary Newton a call on 0402 978 424 for the guys in South Australia. 26th of March, that is, in South Australia, hosted by Racing SA, and that is with the SA Botra. So make sure you get in to have a look at that. But I'm not sure exactly where I saw the other one, but it had a stallion from Alabar, I think a stallion from Cobbity, and a stallion from Medowie. No, Century Pharaoh, actually. Century Pharaoh it was, Kath McIntosh. So, yeah, sorry about that. Seems a bit vague, but I can't find it. I haven't got a computer or I have actually got a tablet up my sleeve, but I didn't bring it. So, yep, we won't worry too much about that, but it was there. So make sure you look into that. I'll try and find it in between when I get on top of things and we start going through the horses at the end of it. Please don't forget though, you can drive your own topics here. We can have some topics, we can have some fun and get people involved there. Yes, mate, I remember you asking for a job. I can't help you because you're in North Queensland, but yeah, I definitely remember Glenn West said he came on asking for a job. That's what On Loose Lines does. We have some random things. Just have a bit of fun, take it all really well. Barristock, great sponsors of Campbell's Comments, another of the founding sponsors, and done a terrific job for me. Don't forget to go to favouritefoals.com.au and follow the links. Went up to $3,000 in vouchers. There's also weekly prizes, monthly prizes, and then there's a grand prize at the end of it. And basically, they want your best baby pick. So pics of your foals and post them, and the guys will pick a winner each week. Does not have to be a thoroughbred. It can be a standardbred. The terms and conditions are there as well. So make sure you go to Favourite Foals. If you put favourite foal, it will bring up a different one. Make sure you go favouritefoals.com.au and enter all of your pictures and that there. Mate, there's plenty of people. I'm not much of a person to get people jobs, but Glen West is in Melton, and if you can get out to the Trots Glen, you might be able to find yourself a job there, mate. So I do lots of things, but yeah, I'm not sure if he's still looking for a job at all there as well. We've got quite a few people on, a couple of Nutrient people on there as well. Yes, .g, I said that. I said it was all about sheep, a sheep update, and might put the boys back up, and bush oysters, but we're not going there. Kath McIntosh is going to have the best gourmet oysters, all natural, so they'll be there. That's for sure. Right. Apparently a lot of people have been texting me at the same time telling me exactly what they are. We are going to a vet clinic, so there's every chance we could get those there going forward. I'm going to get into trouble, so I'm just not going there. We'll just leave it up to everyone's imagination. What I am trying to do right now is actually lighten the mood and have some more sheep. But I get too many text messages a week. I'm not sure. I've lost one. I don't know where Louisa's has gone. She had a sheep last week, which had five sheep, and I can't find it. I don't know where it's gone there. But yeah, but please make sure you if you want to buy feed, buy the Barrastock feed, please, and get involved that way. So, right, hang on, I better get back here a bit. We've got a few messages coming through. That's why the lamb's called Paul. It hasn't got much hair. It makes a lot of noise. Cam told me to say that. Yeah, I'm sure Cam told you to say it. He twisted your arm too, didn't he, Timmy? He had it up behind your back to say that. So that's fine. When you had the white hat on, you looked like a politician from the National Party. Thank you, Jeffrey Dixon. But I did say, don't worry about that. I did actually say that it would have been great on Cam Bray for his voting part. So it would have been terrific to build it up there. I'm a bit slower tonight. Work with the preps all day. I'm still lost as to why we are voting for Cam Bray. He's running to get on the board at New Zealand Harness Racing Board in New Zealand. And basically we're just trying to get him over the line. We can't vote. We've got to be a member of a New Zealand, unless you're a member of a New Zealand club. There's quite a few Kiwis on, Blanche Poole and the likes. They may be. Louise Toolman. I wonder if Cam signed her up to one of the clubs to then turn around and get her to put a vote in. He probably could have done that because Louise is over there, and I am going to get to Louise very, very shortly. So Leslie Grimshaw, Standies for Breast Cancer, is watching as well. Hello to you, Leslie. And I did some stuff with Leslie a little while ago, or last year I think it was. Could have been 2 years ago, but anyway, I did do something there a ways back, and good to see you watching. What I might do is just quickly check my YouTube page. The greyhounds are on. I mean, Greyhound Man is finished, Daniel, and I'm going to try and get to Daniel in a minute. Just try and get through a few of these other messages. I'm just going to make sure, because as I said, we've got 3 people watching on Loose Lines on the YouTube page. Please keep up to my YouTube page for everything, and there is no chat. So I appreciate the people that are actually watching and enjoy it. And please don't be scared to put a chat in there and get involved as well. But I do need my YouTube page to continue to grow and get bigger and bigger. We've got a big footprint in on the Facebook platforms, but yeah, we would really like to get it bigger and bigger with the on the YouTube. So a key way of actually being able to grow what we do. What I am going to do is actually going to do something very quickly to give me 2 seconds to catch my breath.
Final 16, it's On a Streak who's taken the lead. On a Streak wins the Breeders' Crown in 152 and 4, a stakes record.
For every stage of your horse's career, find your edge with the Barrastock Racing range of feed.
Inside third, battle continues. On a Streak is upset-minded. On a Streak.
I apologise for the audio there, and what I will do is actually play that one again in a minute or two, because I didn't realise I had the Barrastock ad going on underneath, so I do apologise for that. .G's put quite a few photos of sheep. This show might put some people to sleep, so it may not be that bad that I do just talk sheep and continue to go on. I'm going to get on to the guys from Arasta Trotters. I'm going to play that video again in a minute, but Daniel Hibbert is online, I believe. Either that, I've got his answer machine. Hello to you, mate.
Hello, Paul. I'm probably going to drop out, but we'll see how we go. We'll see how the phone service is here through the back of Ascot out towards Goornog.
Bush oysters. Do you know what bush oysters are, Daniel?
No, I don't. Sorry.
Apparently you got to Google it, but they keep telling me not to do it while I'm on the show, so I'm not going to do it while I'm on the show, mate. So anyway, that's all good. How is everything in your world?
Yeah, good, going well. Good meeting at Bendigo this afternoon in the dog. They're pretty competitive and tricky racing cars for the punters, but earlier in the week there's going to be some greyhound racing on racing.com with the Melbourne Cup Carnival and the Phoenix and the Top Gun and all the big races in November. So we might be doing a bit of calling on racing.com, which will be a little bit of.
Unfortunately, he's You're breaking up, but I did hear Daniel there saying about racing.com, so people may not be aware. There'll be five race meetings going to be on the racing.com platform. If you come back at all, Daniel, don't be scared to talk. But yeah, they're going to have 5 of those, and because Daniel is the voice of Sandown Greyhounds, so he'll be making his debut on the on racing.com, which will be a huge thrill, and it'll be a lot of fun, mate.
Yeah, really looking forward to it. The opportunity to showcase the sport to a free-to-air audience, particularly in that time of year with the big races and the big carnival, and hopefully we've got the 2 biggest dogs in the sport in Welsh's Path and She's a Pearl contesting the races across the month. It'll be absolutely awesome to get to all those.
It is indeed, mate. I keep saying that this is the number 1 online talkback harness racing show going in Australia, New Zealand, and now Great Britain, because we had a Great Britain. Was the first comments I had was from Stuart Tanner, who lives in Great Britain. We're going sheep. We're actually going to go down the sheep path. .G has put it here. Maybe we could start a photo comp with the best sheep photos. Love a photo comp. Ha ha ha. I tell you what, I haven't got a prize just at the minute, Dot, but we might be able to work something out. I'll dig something up. I'll talk to. I know M's still on there, and we might be able to do something along those lines. So maybe we could do that. I reckon I'm going to regret it, Daniel. But anyway, we'll get the best lamb. With the best lamb shots going around. Did you see?
Does it have to be alive or is it on a plate?
No. Got to be alive. Got to be alive. Daniel.
Oh, I was going to get me Minty Ross out.
No. This is a G-rated show. What about Dot's giving up the prize, the bush oysters? I don't reckon we'll get many takers for that. That's for sure, Dot. This show's gone to the pack. We've got Clint Anderson. Oh, you, Clint. He must be back from Northern Territory. Or either that, or he might be still there. I don't know. He actually might be still there. He was been up sunning himself, getting a bit of a suntan. I know I've been following his Facebook pages, but he's wrapped it. It's going to be on racing.com. Clint will have to make sure he wears his Sunday best to be the photographer getting his face in the cameras all the time, Daniel.
Yeah, they'll be lining up, so you have to look his best. He's always got the high vis on, so he might have to go a bit more upmarket.
Yeah, he does indeed, and he might have to make sure the pants go all the way up the back. Sometimes he gets a little bit fresh with the back. He might have to be careful now that it's going out onto national TV. He might have to dress appropriately, but I'm sure Clint will take that the right way. I hope so. I'm not doing anything with the greyhounds just at the minute, so it's not too bad. By the time I get there, he might have forgotten. But anyway, but it is very, very good, and there's a great love for the greyhounds, and they're doing a terrific job. So full moon out and about. He took it the right way, that's for sure, Daniel.
Very good.
It's an occupational hazard though when you bend over all the time, and it just can get that way. So Cavet hot shot, that was a Victorian horse too. Anyway, Townsville. No, it couldn't have been. Oh, Redcliffe. I was going to say couldn't have been Townsville. We've got races going on everywhere. Sandown tomorrow night, mate.
Yeah, the finals of the state national championship. The really big night tomorrow night. We've got across the country, not just Sandown Park, but the finals of the state finals of the national sprint distance championship. So there'll be a pretty busy sort of hour, 2 hours, I guess, with finals in each of the states. I'm pretty sure they're all on tomorrow. I don't think anyone's sort of not racing tomorrow night. So, all the qualifiers will all be known tomorrow night. Then the finals are at Wentworth Park in Sydney next week.
So, Nellie Melba has just come back, and I appreciate regular people that contribute to my show, and she's a bit of a troublemaker here because I reckon I'm going to do something I am definitely going to regret. Got no lambs in Melbourne. Can I enter a picture of my knitting instead? Yes, Nellie. Yep. Anything other than it's not on a plate or right on timing, Alex Hurley just said then, or a kebab. Anything other than that, sheep related, is going to be fine. So let's see where this ends up. I'm thinking I'm going to regret this, so we'll go from there. So definitely, Alex Hurley, no kebabs. You sit there and stay cold in Kilmore, thank you, with comments like that. But yeah, all right, we'll go for sheep photos or byproducts of sheep. So, and we'll just see what happens, Daniel. I don't know how it's going to work. You can send those photos through to Campbell's comments. Actually, most people will be able to do that. Somehow or other I get them, so you can go from there. Photo of the weather. No, Dot. No. We're doing sheep for the minute. We may branch out. I haven't even got a prize and people are starting to get involved in it. This is going to get ugly, Daniel. I can see it right now. Darren Pace is on. Darren won't be happy. I've already delivered the photo for the hat for Joe Pace. So Joe was pretty happy to get his hat. Darren wanted me to give him one first and then go from there. So, but hello to Darren and all the Paces that are on, and pretty good story. I don't know if you saw it, Daniel. I don't like, I like doing the stories and putting them out there, but Supreme Dominator, and I remember interviewing Joe at Kilmore for Trots Vision, and they had high hopes of him, and he was a little bit disappointing, and then he went to New South Wales and probably didn't deliver there either, and oh, okay, she's not there, and I'll get to that in a sec. But he ended up throwing him in the bush at Bill Polidano's place, and Dot's in a random mood, and left him up there until such time as he started to look good. And geez, it's worked. He's come back. He's just amazing. And his win the other night was terrific. There's going to be the Inter Dominion is going to be a hard race for him to win and all the race. I reckon Joe would just be wrapped, one, to have him in his backyard in an Inter Dominion. But if he took out a heat, you imagine Joe might nearly end up he might nearly need a sheep just as he runs up the body, up the straight, because that might be about all he'd have. He might do the nudie run if he won a heat of the Inter Dominion, I reckon.
Well, if he gets the right sort of draw, he's certainly a threat. You're probably right. He might not be at the absolute pointy end of, winning the series or anything like that. But, if he happened to, snag a heat, get through to the final and draw well, you wouldn't put it past him. So, it all comes down to luck at half the time. You really need that luck, particularly in the barrier draw in the first instance. But he is absolutely flying at the moment, going really well. And hopefully they can sort of keep him ticking along until he enters. Definitely, I don't disagree with that. I've got Troy Harley having a conversation with me via the messenger as well. Let's just say I'm glad that one's staying there and it's not getting you involved. Daniel, it's getting out of control. Where are we? Kebab. What about a photo of the weather, which is what Dot said? So I've said no to that one. Okay, but then Alexander Hurley has come back. If the cloud looks like a sheep, surely that's okay. And I'm like, no. The answer's no. So we're going to leave it at that. She's actually at home. I thought she was at Kilmore, but yeah, she didn't hang around tonight, so she's back home watching it. So, as I said, this show is as random as they come, and I appreciate it. Joe is watching. He is a bit late today. I just suggested, Joe, you may have been do a nudie run if you happen to win a heat of the Inter Dominion, mate. So hopefully you have your hat on anyway. That'll be for sure. So we've done the video with Joe's hat. I might have to sneak it out again a little bit later on. I'm scared reading this one. Alexander Hurley. When I was young, I had a lamb called Peter. He lived with dogs because he chases cars, and so he used to chase cars. Rightio. This show, right. It's got to change again next week, Daniel. The show keeps getting bigger and bigger. I won't have a number one next week. I'll have a sheep instead. Or the number one sheep talk backstation.
Sponsored by, well, if I say Nutrien, they're going to go, all right. Once I start saying Harasta Trotters and Woodlands, Barrastock, don't know Barrastock because of Ridley, so yeah, it could work. I could work it in somehow, I'm sure. So Alex Hurley is very, very random. She should start up her own Facebook page. She's as random as what I am, that's for sure. Imagine if you joined into this show and you just start looking at the last couple of comments. You'd have no idea what it's about, Daniel.
You'd probably be asking people to be locked up.
Yeah, very, very true. So go from there. Number 1 global show, Daz Aiken. Daz Aiken's back on. We'll make sure we look after him. You got your photo on there. Oh, I can get those off pretty quick in the vote one. Don't forget 0400 309 902 for all of your work apparel clothes. He done logos on my hats. He did the logo on this hat actually, albeit one of the go from there. I'm just starting to get very, very worried. Although we had fun last week, just given. Oh my God, Donna Castle's now going to try and give me camels. Next week's show, I don't think I'll be doing any promos for any of my sponsors because I'll be too busy doing it about sheeps and camels and everything going there. Well done to you, Donna, too, last week to $140,500, Daniel. It's an amazing figure, so it really is.
Absolutely enormous, and great to see a big amount go to the McGrath Foundation.
Just quickly, mate, I know you're great mates with the Shaws. I did Bendigo last week, and I got a little oddity I might actually bring up while you're on with me, actually, before I let you go. But Ace Phoenix, is everything okay with him, Ace Phoenix?
RC Phoenix, yeah, just a little niggle on his a mark on his pasture that I was just a little bit worried about. So I just heard on the side of there, so nothing significant, and he's going real nicely, and just that his mates coming back as well for a video of him, and he might have done a little bit too well in the paddock, so he's going to he's on a strict diet, I think, at the moment, so hopefully we can get him nice and fit and look at some good races at the back end of the year.
Daniel, I am actually gonna do this. I could regret this, but I am gonna do it. Donna Castles has got on the front foot, and I don't know if you can see the footage, but she was going to show me 22 camels. So the camels are there. I've got the camels on this week's show. No camels next week. It's purely a sheep show next week, so there's no camels next week. But there are camels on this week's show, okay? And she reckons there's 22, but they've only got one hump, so there's got to be 22 of them. So, yeah. What is the difference between a 2-humped camel and a 1-humped camel, Daniel?
I have no idea. You're asking me questions I can't answer while I'm driving. That's terrible.
It's on loose lines. It's on loose lines, mate. That's what we're going to do. Gayleen McKinnon, thank you very much. She just subscribed to my YouTube channel, so I really do appreciate that. Another Kiwi. So I'm sure she's got plenty of sheep photos ready for me as well. So anyway, I got no idea where this show's going. It's getting out of control, Daniel. That's all I'll say. So Clint Anderson has got in there. No, it's fine, Clint. That one won't be going up. I need a manager, Daniel. It's out of control. Right, this is my oddity. As they're coming up for race number 7 at Kilmore, the new Life Laser Therapy, APG pace. Good luck with that. And the favourite is number 4, Good Feelings. Ben Yole and James Herbertson are having a pretty good run. Carbo Cruise. Marie Newbury. Good luck to Marie. They always contribute, and that's probably why Marie's not on here at all going forward. But yeah, good luck to them. There's quite a few people. Matty Craven. Glenn Bull doing a good job as well. Good trainer, Glenn Bull. Does it a bit different, Daniel, but he's doing a good job with his horses.
Yeah, they're pretty competitive, particularly if they draw a decent gate and lead. It's really hard to beat if he finds the front on any of his stocks. So when they draw well, they're always worth a dollar.
I don't know what's going on in. I don't know whether she resides at Darrowweek, Gwym, Romsey, Belinda. I'm not exactly sure, but Alexander Hurley. Camels would appeal to the Arabian audience. Think global. So, and then
Do they have trucks in bloody Saudi Arabia?
No, but they got camels. So who knows? And then .G wants to change the names from On Loose Lines to On Loose Lips. Yeah, it's anyway. It is totally getting out of control. Right, this is one. So breeding is cool. This show does have some direction every now and then. This was at Bendigo the other night. And it's a name I should never have even done this with. But I'm going to go with Samiran Durisiu. Had 2 runners in at Bendigo. Be My Star was a trotter, had 4 starts for 2 wins. First Responder, a pacer. Keeper's Delight had 2 horses in for the same night. Sweet Miracle, a pacer, who's had 5 starts for 1 win. Unfortunately, sustained a pretty bad injury at Kilmore and may never race again. And Bundalong Bruiser, who is by used to me and is a trotter. Breeding is cool, and I reckon it's one of those great things, Daniel, when you're able to do that. I went and seen Luke Kilduff about it because the next horse after Bundalong Bruiser is also a use to me. I'm just going to watching Kilmore. Matt Craven would have been 30-40 metres in front going down the back straight. It is a long straight at Kilmore. I think he's still going to hold on. He is going to still... But watch a replay, Daniel, of race number 7. I'm sure Matt Craven singing, this got very close. A lot closer than what he would have liked down the back he was flying. But anyway, he got the chockies, and that's all you have to do. But yeah, he put his money where his mouth is, and he's gone to use to me as well, which I think is pretty. It's exciting what we're able to do here in Australia. When you take the taxes and everything else like that out of the equation, it's just fun what we're able to do here with Australian harness racing, isn't it?
It is. I mean, there's a lot of people that sort of, they're not the big end of town in terms of breeding and things like that. They might have, a couple of mares that they, want to send to a particular, they want to breed with that particular mare. I will sit down and I'll do a lot of homework with regard to crosses and matches and what stallion suits them and what's their budget and all that sort of thing. So the little guys do a hell of a lot of work to try and make sure they get their breeding, work out the best breed for their mare and basically try and breed a champion if they can. It's surprising how much time and effort people put in to make sure they get a good foal.
Oh, it is indeed, and Luke Kilduff is great mates with Pat Driscoll, and I said that on Trot's Vision. It's the sort of thing Pat Driscoll would do. Yeah, Pat advising, because Keeper's Delight is a Bettor's Delight, and there is that cross. What about this piece of gold from Alex Hurley, though? Smyrna, I can't get it out now. Smyrna, that's it. Smyrna Demisru. I don't know why I have a show where I can talk. I can't talk some words. Is the dam a Follow the Stars? That's exactly right. First Responder is a full to Follow the Stars, and he's a very nice horse, although he galloped the other night at Bendigo. But Follow the Stars is the sire of That's Not My Gate. Chris Alford trained trotter. So that just took a totally different twist as well, didn't it?
Oh, it's crazy how it all sort of intertwines, and it's not, it's unique to our code that we've got the 2 different gates, and it's obviously different for the thoroughbreds, and it can be very quirky at times, and there's no rules. There's really no rules to the breeding in harness racing.
No, definitely not. Here's another twist in the tail too, Daniel, of me little breeding quirk. Joe Pace actually bought Keeper's Delight in New Zealand, and he says, anyone wondering what it means when he says here about the day I went to New Zealand and when I ran, that was the day of the earthquakes. So he'd actually purchased Keeper's Delight when the earthquakes hit Christchurch. I'm not sure how long ago it was. I have got plenty of Kiwis on board that will be able to tell me, but it'll be there as well. I don't know if Mark Hughes is watching. He is too. I'm not saying that. Well, there's a little bit of shit stirring going on with Kath McIntosh about champagnes and all the rest. But Hughesy's suggesting. So this is tongue in cheek. Anyone wondering what it is? That there might be a bottle of Mum champagne for anybody that books. Oh, hang on. I better check this out. Free bottle of Mum champagne to anybody who books to lather up on September 4th at the Stallion Parade. So that could be legit. I'll clarify that. A free bottle of Mum champagne. So he's been giving Kath a hard time about the Mum champagne. But there's a... Sit back and wait and go and see Sudsy. He's a ripping horse. So, and go from there. This show, I'll tell you, this show just goes everywhere. And he'll be watching me on the YouTube page. Hughesy will be as well. So, yeah. So that's a big incentive to get to that Stallion Parade for Kath McIntosh as I said, on September 4, hosted by Dan Malecki. But I'll be there interviewing some people, as well as Mark Hughes and John Coffey going through. Daniel, before I let you go, have you had a chance to have a look at the I won't call it an interview, but basically David Aiken's story on trots.com pages just as yet?
Yeah, I did. I watched it actually yesterday. It came up and I actually sat and watched it. And it's very hard to sort of not get a tear in the eye and you sort of think about situations like that. But, it's basically, it's made me sort of think, okay, when was the last time I actually went to the doctor? And obviously with COVID and everything like that, it's been probably too long. So I'm actually making an appointment to go and get a blood test and just get a bit of a check-up just to make sure everything's ticking along. And hopefully it should be. There's no reason why it won't. But, you just make sure that, things are ticking along, particularly given, we've had COVID and everything like that. And, people have thought the bargain that might be feeling a bit unwell. If that doesn't hurt to go and have a check-up and make sure everything's ticking along. So I'll be certainly doing that the next week or so, just to make sure of myself that I'm still fit and healthy, and I'm getting a bit older, so I need to do that.
Yeah, look, I've been a driver, so we go every year, but I will be getting a blood test done this year as well. I hit that age where you get the packages sent to you, but I'll be also going that one step further and getting the blood test, because Akey said a pretty important thing there, that he was when he was he's fit, he's active, he felt well. It was just a few things, a couple of conversations he had with people similar age, and just a few things kicked in home, and it's a very, very good story. So going there.
It's just good that it's a positive outcome. I mean, you'd hate to have thought that it was going to, if he'd have left it for another 3 or 4 months, it might have been a completely different story.
Yeah, definitely. Blanche Poole, just before I do let you go, Daniel, and I will let you go, I appreciate you helping me out though, going there. Wise move, Daniel. So Nellie Melba agrees, and I think a lot of us will be. And I will say, watch this space with the prostate run. We did it last year, and there'll be a fair bit going on there. Craig Turnbull's watching, isn't he? Having a great run, Daniel. Just ridiculous. Good on them, mate. Well deserved, hard workers, and doing a really, really good job. So Blanche Poole, and you might
going where the money's good too. So making sure that they get as much coin out of it as they can. So they went up to Wagga and had that. They had a double as well. Really good, a good price money.
Oh, they're having a go too, because I think Abby got 3 winners. Craig took 2 to Wagga, and then I saw Beck and Brad, and even Brad's just driving winners every. He's doing a great job too. He's a terrific young bloke too. But they took 2 or 3 to Bendigo that same night. So they're going.
Yeah.
They're doing the Ks, they're doing the yards, and you do that, well done, and hats off. And I think Abs is just, you want to sell harness racing, just put Abs in front of a camera, the rest will happen. She's just so bubbly, and there's so many other people like her, but I think she does an awesome job. So, and we have pointed out that it's the same distance from Bendigo to Wagga as what it is to Mildura. You go to Mildura and you're racing for 7,000 and 8,000, and then a lot of 4,500, or you can go to Wagga and race for 10,000. So, worrying signs for our industry, and people in Victoria need to wake up, but there's a lot going on in that field, that's for sure. Blanche Poole has put a topic up. It will be revisited next week, this topic. We'll make it at the start of the show. There's no problems there. Or I better be careful. Next week, I might have a talk to you, Daniel. We might be doing the show next Tuesday. Depends on what you're doing, Daniel. We might be able to go back to a bit of the old-fashioned version.
Tuesdays is good. Tuesdays is good for me.
Yeah, I've got to go to... I'll be in Queensland doing some stuff, so on Wednesday through to Friday. So... we'll probably go Tuesday night, but I'll keep people posted. I'll put a tongue-in-cheek little post out a couple of days earlier. And we might bring this up as our subject and get people to think about it then, but probably going to open a can of worms. But as everyone realised, Freeze Brands have definitely finished with microchips only from now on. She's not happy. She's put the Guru I know they have been trying to phase them out for a couple of years. I think it's a stupid idea. RIP champ stamps. And I tend to agree. I'm a horse dentist. People want to identify a horse. They've got no idea of actually knowing the horse and going how it is. It's pretty simple. Read the brand and away you go. Every kid's got tattoos. I know a lot of girls who've got tattoos of a horse's Freeze brand on their arms, on their backs. They wear them with pride because they love the horses, and it's a select way of identifying the horses. I know there's other issues at foot with it, but I just think this is silly. Not going to make it any easier to rehome our horses because I'll still have a microchip in them, so people are going to be able to say, well, it's a standard bred. But anyway, wiser heads than myself and Blanche have come up with the idea, so we'll have to just let that happen. But that'll definitely be a subject for next week, and as I said, possibly Tuesday night, Daniel. But we'll just see how we go and potentially revisit that one as we get along to it. So, mate, I'm even going to let you go. I do appreciate everything you do, but Little Horse doing a great job, I think, for the especially for Arasta Trotteurs, is used to me. He's siren horses, and that horse, I forgot that horse's name actually. That I was going to say this. I got to set up. I've just got to change it a little bit. It didn't quite work. .G's in a cheeky move. Bundalong Bruiser, of course, was by used to me, and he's just doing a great job. He's a lovely horse. It's had a limited amount of starts. Before I let you go, mate, .G, good night, Daniel. Sheep tight. So yeah. So
that's a terrible bad joke,
it's okay. It's a fun show. I'll let you go, mate. But thank you very much for contributing, and I reckon you'll be on camera next Tuesday night.
Very good. Looking forward to it.
The Frenchman, the inside, the USA import, the outside. Used to me, Kai Melicleur. Great tussle. Used to me's in front. Used to me all the way.
And I'm set to go raced away. You wouldn't have believed it. It won by 15.
She Sails has jogged up untouched by about 42 metres.
With 100 to go in front from Bromwich. It's Don't Care from Bromwich, Aldebaran Zeus, and Don't Care wins it.
All right, he's doing a huge job at stud this season. Is used to me his value for money, and I'll get to his value very, very shortly, but he's terrific. Peter Emirio is on there. Pete, hello to you, and next time I'm in Wagga, I'm going to be calling in to Pete, so he was going to make me a hat stand. Hats haven't come up. It's been about sheep this week, but anyway, don't forget the competition to enter for the sheep sale going forward. Arasta Trotters, they are never this late. One of my major sponsors were, what are we, an hour and 15 into the show, and haven't got around to them, but they've obviously announced on a streak coming to Australia, so he's going to be one of the horses, and they've actually released their stay and service fees for the 2022 season, with Classic Connection being chilled, standing here in Australia at $3,850. On Solitaire is available in New Zealand. Used to me at $2,200. That was the horse I was talking about there before, and you can go through them with On a Streak, the new stallion, standing at $5,000, with Bird Parker, Bold Eagle booked out, so be aware of that. And Love You is available at $11,000, and the job that he's doing over here is terrific. The Best Madrick is siring plenty of winners as well. Orlando Vici, the sire of Olivici, at $11,000. So there's plenty going on there with their service fees, and I'll be posting more about that going forward. .G said she could have said Bar Humbug to Daniel. Yes, you could have, Dot. Yep. But these prep kids have really sparked you up tonight, Dot. I don't know what's going on there. Also, the inaugural Harasti Trotters Cobbity Farm Classic for 2-year-old trotting race series Eligibility, all mares served this season, so the 2022 season, in Australia and New Zealand. Important for my New Zealand friends to make sure that they are eligible. $75,000 Colts and Geldings final, $75,000 filly finals. Sired by the Stallions, and the whole list is there. I'll go through them. Bird Parker, Bold Eagle, Brilliantissimi, Classic Connection, Iridan, On Solitaire, Love You, Honor Streak, the new sire, Orlando Vici, Quaker Jet, Tamuku, The Best Madrick, and Use to Me. For more information, go to harasstertrotters.com.au or cobbityequine.com.au. It will be hosted at Menangle, and Menangle have been really, really good with these races and getting people involved in them. So well done, and make sure you keep a good note on that. Yes, exactly, Alex Hurley. That's something for a few people to sit up in that. But that's a little bit. So Alex Hurley's written here on a serious note. Harasster Trotters standing a lot of stallions outside of Victoria concerning. It's actually trying to grow the trotting breed though as well, with the incentives in Queensland and New South Wales. It's a no-brainer way to try and I suppose encourage people to breed to those horses if they can actually go there and see them. So there's a bit of toing and throwing, and we're still able to go to those stallions, Alex. It's just a matter of organising the transport, and there's going to be a lot more in that field going forward as well. Jeffrey Dixon, enjoy your show, Paul. Must go pack going to Port Douglas for John Simons and Sheila Laxon's wedding on Saturday. We'll tune in. Jeffrey, say hello to them. I used to do their horses' teeth a long time ago. It's interesting, they've lived together, I'm going to say 15 years, and they decided they're going to get married on the weekend. So congratulations, Johnny Simons and Sheila Laxon, getting married on the weekend. And yes, please, Jeffrey, thank you for all your contribution as well, mate. I appreciate it. And yeah, I might be able to chase some. No, I won't be there long enough in Queensland. Hit and run episode. So yeah, very quickly, I am going to just throw back to that video I had before of On a Streak, and I will be back straight after with some more on Loose Lines.
Out in range to the inside. Final 16th. It's On a Streak who's taken the lead. On a Streak wins the Breeders' Crown. It won 52-4, a stakes record.
Inside. Second outside is Southwind Tyrion. Macho Martini drops inside third. Battle continues. On a Streak is upset minded. On a Streak upsets in the William Welwood Memorial in 154-3.
We have the son of Cantab Hall in On a Streak, standing his first season here in Australia with Cobbitty Farms and Harasster Trotters. Great combination with that race series. So good to see Jeff Dixon. Got back to me 20 years. John Simons and Sheila Laxon have been together. The sheep show keeps on coming in. Clint Anderson, my fine greyhound photographer. He's taken a little bit different, so could be an interesting show next week. So don't forget to send in your sheep videos as we go along. The show is meant to be a lot of fun, that's for sure, and hopefully people take it that way. I am cheeky in saying that it is the number one show in harness racing. It's not. I'll tell you what it is, though. It's fun, and I think that's what we should be doing. So congratulations, Sheila Laxon and Johnny Simons. 20 years, that is it's a huge, huge effort. I've got 9 minutes to go before the next at Kilmore. Just going to quickly go through my notes. We said about the Darren Aiken. I called in to see Joe Pace, safety specialist, Kath McIntosh, Barristock, Botcha. Breeding is cool. So get to that night. I'm sure Alex has been sitting back waiting for this part of the night to come around, because she's had a winner last week, so we'll make sure we give it a good mention. But I do like to go through them. I know a lot of people tune out because sort of the end of the show, and that's fine. But we find some oddities and go from there. The guys in Mildura, there's a lot of guys in Mildura that have tuned in tonight, and I really do appreciate that. And we will continue to work something out somehow or other. I don't know how I'll do it, but we might be able to work something out and go from there. So flick over now to the little computer, and we'll go through these. I think last week's show was on a Wednesday. I'm pretty sure it was, but I'm not 100% sure. And that really regal for Justin Campbell, who's actually no relation. But when they train winners, of course, he's my first cousin. We'll go with that. So JB Trotting. I think that's an overseas Facebook account. So welcome to you guys. Hopefully you're enjoying the show. Captain Baranato, the first winner for the week for Nathan Purden and Josh Dickey. Good little win too. Well, New Zealand, I think. Oh no, maybe not. I better behave myself there. But by betting line's going okay here in Australia at the minute. Here we are, Tiara Stride from On Loose Line's own, and she wins the right race as well. The Harassed de Trotteurs. Have a look at you go, Alex. Look after my sponsors. You win the right races. You do all the right things for me. Terrific. The guys in JB Trotting are from overseas. Wonder where you're from, guys. Give us a little mention as to where you are. But welcome to the show, that's for sure. But well done, Alex. Gee, Sugars, he's a good driver, the boy, and well done to you, Alex, and congratulations, and looking after my sponsors as well, Harassed the Trotters, so I really do appreciate that. Yabby Dam Farms trot was won by Elder Baron Huey. Emmett Bronson, train and drive, does a good job, Emmett, with a small team of horses. Kelvin Barker won with Mercenary, lovely little trotter this, a 3-year-old trotter. Couple of little kinks, but I tell you, he's got some high speed. There you are, out of a Better's Delight mare. So we say before, there's that's 2 trotting winners for the week. They're out of Better's Delight mares. We better keep an eye on this, Alex Hurley, and keep that going there. So yes, of course, a graduate of the Winter Woolies. She is too, Tiara Stride. Great first year of the Winter Woolies. There's been a few come out of that sale, actually, that have gone on to win races. AJ and Bo Tyndale. Greg Sugars had a double, but Brutally Handsome won there at Geelong, the Geelong High Speed Racing race, so by Art Major, of course. Carson Miller, Jordan Leadham, A Perfect Dance by a Rock and Roll Dance, standing in Queensland next year, and Ben Yole with Good Feelings. Took out the last race there at Geelong. That is on Thursday night. They mentioned there their cup was possibly a little bit quick, but we won't go on to that. Right, Mildura. Let's go to the Mildura, guys. I did Bendigo the other night for Trots Vision, so I have a fair idea of the Bendigo one. So we'll go through some of these in Mildura, but I saw Credulous win, another betting line. I said that before, that they had a couple there. Neville Jewis bred and owns his horse. Alex Ashwood and Taylor French. Tay's doing a great job there for the team. She's got a small team of horses, and they're doing a terrific job. A small team. They've got a big team of horses, but one man down, Alex Ashwood. So Tay French getting the winner there. Aaron Code and Wayne Hill, and Only in Rome, winning race number 2 at Mildura. Kate Adart. Kate's getting quite a few winners lately. Apache win by 4-Star Sharks. Bailey McDonough made the trip. Coco Rocks, Geordie Leadham. It's a double for Geordie, but Emma Stewart only took the one horse there. I believe it may have stayed up there. I think actually might be On Loose Line's own. May have it. It might have gone to Ryan's. I'm not sure. 50 Shades of Cresco. If he's still watching, he might be able to send a message in, or if anyone from Mildura is, they might be able to tell me. Andrew Vozick and Ryan Sanderson getting their chockies there. Naomi Kerr, Geordie Leadham. I think that's 3 for him with United by Union Guy. Won race number 6 to Tesco Petroleum. Tankard Dental was won by Shannon's The Man, Connor Crook and Geordie Tribnall. Unfortunately spoiled the Bernie party. Going to crack $600,000 in prize money for Bernie next start. He will, no matter what. But well done to Geordie. I'm going to catch up with George in a week or two. They're moving to Shepparton. 2 Sock Creek by Live or Die from New Zealand. It's got building up pretty nice record, this horse, for Julie Douglas. Ryan Sanderson got a double. He got a treble with He's a Star. Andrew Vozick got a double there as well. Race number 10, Kate Ardard and Bailey McDonough got a double with Lynx, another Rock and Roll Dance. We mentioned that horse just before as well. Ian Campbell, another Sparky. haven't the Campbells had a good week? Actually, they have, because I know what happens on the Friday night as well. So Campbells were dominating. The Campbells are coming as Duncan McPherson. Duncan's on his big walk too. We'll have to catch up with Duncan at some stage. And just like Royalty, Naomi Kerr and Geordie Leadham took out the last race there at Mildura. Reese Moore didn't get a winner for the day, but he did tune in earlier on. So I always look after the people that get in and get involved in the conversation. So that's what it's all about. Bendigo was on the Friday night. Glenn Bull, I said before, he's doing a great job with Daniel. Treacherous Times by Captain Treacherous. Very wet, very cold, very trying conditions for the first race at Bendigo. Race number 2, the Sweps Vicbred Pace, was taken out by My Time, Alan McDonough. He had a great night, Alan did. The stable he worked for didn't quite have quite as good as night. But Alan just got there by a short half head, beating the Danny Mullen trained 5-star Shark in the last stride. He got there as well. Mickey Blackmore, he's got a nice little filly here, Bit of Irish Luck. Still got a hitch in the gate. They get that hitch in the gate out of it, and they're going to have a lot of fun here with Bit of Irish Luck. Beating Elfie Always. Jack McKinnon's on there. Gayleen said she's watching me on YouTube. Thank you very much, Gayleen, the mother of Jack. I think so anyway. Should probably have checked that and go from there, but that's okay. Venetian, Lee Sutton. Was this impressive? Very, very fast filly by Roll with Joe, come from last. And got the chockies. Blitzern, great bounce back to form for Alan McDonough, beating Villaci and the Chancer. Villaci was an eye-catching run first up. And Donna Castles was on there before with Safala. Needed the run, might need another run yet, but was very, very encouraging run. And then Imperial Wiz. Want to watch one race? You want to watch a replay of one race for the week? Go and watch this one. It's a cracker. Greg Sugars takes it out, led. Never looked over his shoulder because there was a short price favourite in the race in Alpha Male, and he had a pre-planned idea to run him off his legs, I think. So he didn't have a look, and he got to about the 350 and he decided to have a look, and he was about 15, 20 metres in front after that. Kenneth Covington's horse went terrific, and the 2 horses of Kate Hargraves went very, very good as well. Beau Garçon and Wisps of Smoke. Mac Cheddar, I said the Campbells had a good week. That's 3 Campbells horses winning in 2 days, so that's terrific. But none of us are related. But Mac Cheddar, Greg Sugars, brilliant drive. Lovely drive. Hopefully he can continue to win for ourselves and for the connections. Renko was very well backed. Julie Douglas, Abby Sanderson got a winner, and there was the only horse of Alan McDonough's to get beat there in Casanova on that occasion. Nathan Purdon, I said he had a good week. Al Vinny, the son of Vincent, won at Bendigo out of our Santa Catalina. That was Vincent's first winner at Bendigo, I believe, and he did a good job. Breeding is cool. Danny Zanavadas owns our Vinny. He actually bred scheming. So there's another little idiosyncrasy there for going there. He got those tactics from Tiara. Yes, sit and wait. Yes, exactly. But no, he's got it. We've got a plan with him, Alex. Don't you worry about that. Choose Reactor, grandson of Brian Gaff and of Ron Emerson. And a lot of people know that he's Brian Gaff's grandson. He gets the Emerson from Ron Emerson. Emerson print for years, printed race books here in Victoria. They done a huge job. They were able to get them the cars, get them the tracks. Just a great family in harness racing. Kylie and Darren, of course, father of Louis, super proud. Unfortunately, he's a one-eyed Collingwood man, Darren is, and he was in tears, and Louis was like me. Wasn't sure if it was because Collingwood won or he won, but well done to young Louis. It was a terrific win. He didn't fall out of the cart afterwards, but that's okay. Said there before, Harassed to Trotters, Used to Me, Keeper's Delight, by Better's Delight. So that's a second trotter for the week. That's one that's out of a Better's Delight mare. Bundalong Bruiser. Won't be the last win this horse has, because that was a very, very stylish win. And he's got plenty more in the tack. That's a wrap of the Friday night meeting. Saturday night, we went back to Melton and going there. I haven't done a lot of the form for these, but please feel free to chime in. We've got plenty of people still watching. Don't be scared to bring anything up. Hayden Bromack, big win. Ben Yole, Mirakuru, Steve Cleave. I think he might have thought he had the chockies, and probably rightfully so. And Robbie Walters got there in the last stride to spoil the party. Yum Buckian, Andy Gaff, Kate Gaff. Of course, out of Copper, good one for Ben Stud Standardbreds. Juddy was on earlier. Springy Step was a nice little run. I did see that race. Sanday, Denise and Greg Muir, people I've known for a long, long time, got the chockies beating Crime Rider and Major Manbar. Bet on the Tiger. I couldn't believe this horse started $10. He's a lovely, lovely horse by Betting Line. That's 3 for the week for Betting Line. Much maligned horse. Going there. Thank you very much, Timmy White. Tim's off to feed the lambs, and he's going to send me some photos next week as well. So thank you. Of course, you can keep up with all the comments in the comments section on the feed as well on the Facebook. And I must do something to get the YouTube ones. We haven't got an access to that yet. For the Woods as well done to the guys for this horse here by Rock and Roll Heaven. Did a good job there, beating Cobber. But yeah, great name, Dan Malecki and Lockie McIntosh really give it some oomph. My superannuation, AJ and Bo Tyndale, Greg Sugars combined as well for a lovely win, winning the Alabar Vicbred Platinum Mares final, $22,000 and a bit in the pool. So well done to those guys. Joe Pace, we said before about Supreme Dominator by Better's Delight. Christian Gallen mare. Aldebaran Zeus, impressive. Should have won. He's a nice horse. He's got a lot bigger fish to fry than, not maybe fish to fry, because Sky Valley Chief's a nice horse, but bigger races, I think, on the immediate radar. But yeah, very nice win. Went very, very good. And then I'm a Murray Jet for Lockie Cook. Congratulations, Lockie, for taking out the HBV Stallion Lightfoot Laurels. A really nice race. It's, again, just probably doesn't get the promotion it should. Beating Queen's Evasion and Adele. And of course, I'm a Murray Jet is by Quaker Jet that stands at Harass the Trotters. So Lockie was a really good story. He's a man, anyone that doesn't know, he used to work the numbers room at Terang, and basically Jason Lee invited him down to the farm, and he pretty much hasn't left. Done a great job. Roll with Joe's had 2 winners for the week with Roll with a Lady for David Miles. Led Dave had a good weekend. That's 2 in a row. This is at Shepparton. I said Cranbourne. Sorry about that. They're beating Interpretation for Taylor French. Peter Amirio, he ran 3rd there. Pete's been online, so congratulations, Pete. Glenn Bull's there as well. Good looking rooster for the Wiedenbacks. I think I saw Paul Wiedenback on there a little bit earlier on, getting the chocolates. Ash Wharton and James Herbertson combined with Jack's Command. I hate that second horse's name. I'm not even going to try and say it. It's another one that gets me. Steve Dixon, hello to you, Stephen. It's great to see you tune in for 5 minutes. Louise Toolman was watching all the way over from New Zealand there earlier. Chiripo, I'll go with, by Always Be Mickey for Laura Crosland. Rockaway Beach, Tis a Lizzie, Chillin'. Interesting little 2-year-old. What they go there, 159.4. So, okay times. Was that a restricted race? No, it was a $7,000 race. Techie's Tyre, Kyabram Pacing Cup. Didn't even know that. New Yorker by Better's Delight out of Christian Cullen. That's actually come up a couple of times. It's the same one as Supreme Dominator. Steve O'Donoghue and Rebecca Bartley beating The Last Chance. George Tremora, so he hasn't driven a winner yet. He got beat a half head. That would have been his first winner. It would have been a great thrill for the young man. And Jets last for Graham Lyons, according to Graham Lyons today. Juanita Breen ran 4th. Happy birthday, Neats, last week. 21 again for Nita. I'm the Mighty Gramps for the Burnett's. Congratulations. That'll be a nice little fillet for the guys too, since everything has been well documented and gone on. What will be, won the Kyabram Trotters Cup. I'm going to go with it's a Kevin Abraham's Memorial Trotters Cup, but been a Kyabram meeting. Don't know. So winning there as well. Brian King, unfortunately, we won't go there. Black Hat Claw. I don't like highlighting horses that run last. Geordie Chibnall and Mark Watson, the Kyabram people, combined to win the Lynn Chambers Memorial. And I knew Lynn a long, long time ago. She was a lovely lady, and I hate seeing memorials of a lot of the people that I know. And yeah, very sad to see that. But Casting Shadow for Mark Watson and Geordie Chibnall taking out race number 8. There was more races than that. The Kyabram Club Pace second heat. Changeover girls for Stephen O'Donoghue and Rebecca Bartley, bringing up a double for those guys. Ian Ward with a second, and Laura Crosland in there. So that's a wrap of Kyabram on the Sunday. I'm not even sure. Oh, Charlton. And the Charlton guys were on earlier on. Of course, don't forget to follow the Facebook page, Charlton Harness Racing Club to get all your up-to-date stuff there as well. Did she do it? What are we up? We're at Charlton on Monday. The O'Connors VHRC Pace. Did she do it by Terra to Love? Kiwi guys, Pope and Swain were the breeders. Alan Tormey and Julie Douglas combined to take out race number 1. Shark Attack for John Tormey, and Alan Tormey brings up an early double there by 4-Star Shark, 3-year-old. I think that horse has won a couple just recently, actually. Going from there, Yankee Gambler and Jillaby JC filling in the pacings. Our Pontiac, what a good little thrill that'd be for Derek Craft. Been a long time out of the winner's circle for him, beating Madam Auckland and straight up there in race number 3. TikTok, Michael Bellman, he's having a big run at the minute for Gary Hull by Love You out of a Sundon mare. Great little cross that. Of course, Love You standing at harassed to trotters as well. G says good night to everyone. Land of Nod is calling me. Hopefully you don't have to count sheep to get sleep. Very, very good, Dot. Thank you for your contribution and everyone else's as well. As I said, it's not for everyone watching the just go through the results, but I think sometimes people need a plug and you don't know until you go through them. Hair Razor beating Better Exclusive and Caddy Shuck. Ross Graham combining there. Brent Lilly with Here Comes Kai Valley. Chris Alford, that's a double. And he Quinella the race there with Megan for Aussie Mifsud. Nathan Carr, Tally Marcus, well done to Nath, does a good job with a small team there. The Ainsworths as well as Michael Gadsden coming in 3rd. And Alish Finesse and Jason Lee combined with Ever Hoping by Always Be Mickey, beating Outback Shadow and Delightful Mia for Tara McNamara running 3rd. Tara Youngson for the people who may or may not remember. 2 more meetings to go. Technically only one. We've got Cranbourne tomorrow night, and it was only a 7-race program. Freddie Tabor took out the first with Captain of Speed by Captain Treacherous. Johnny Caldo in the sulky. Scott Ewan took out the second, one of the locals, Blazing Heaven by Rock and Roll Heaven, out a good girl, Becky Q. Scotty Ewan's in the ownership there, so well done to him. I know Grenfell's, I don't know if it's the same ones I know. Seaside Sister, Johnny Caldo, 3 races. He's already got a double there with Seaside Sister by Sunshine Beach. By Ella Boy, Timmy McGuinn. Took out race 4, the Decron Pace. I have got a Decron hat, one of Merv Butterworth's there. Jane Davies and James Herbertson combined, big effort. I think this horse hasn't raced for nearly 2 years with Star Hunter. He was a high-class horse. Nice win. Good to see him back in the winner's circle. And, of course, anyone who's not aware, Noel and Jane do train now at the Cranbourne Harness Racing Centre. So they'd be pretty happy with that. They'd only have to walk the horse home. Sweet Sangriai, Brandon Bonavina, Michael Bellman. Good to see Mickey getting a couple of winners for the week. And Kai Valley Picasso by Love You out of the Muscle Mass Mare in Chevrons Express for Brett Lilly. Lils has had a good week, actually. He's he got a double at Charlton. He's got another winner there, so good on him, Lils. And going from there. Cam Bray's back on. Well, hello to you, Cam. Good to see you back still in the show. Be very, very late for you over there, 9:40. So I'd say he just needs some help going to sleep. And Kilmore will quickly go through the runners at Kilmore early on. We've already had quite a few. I think the first, 20 to 4. Odd time to start a race. Middle of winter, I reckon, would be a great time to start a night meeting. But anyway, odd time to start. And go from there. Dave Murphy with St. Sebastian by Sebastian Cade took out the race number 1. Love Your Brother, Matty Craven, he's had a double. Another Love You out of a Muscle Mass Mare. I think that was yesterday at Cranbourne. This is one thing you do. You do this, you get to see a few horses winning for a while. Beach Villa, beautifully bred by some beach somewhere at Aston Villa, is a gelding. Of course, that's the same bloodlines as Poster Boy and making him a half to Yankee Rockstar as well, one of the pin-up horses in the industry. Greg Schofield with Jaws of Lincoln making the long trip there, a South Australian as well. Brutally Handsome running second. He won earlier in the week, so that comes up a little bit in Kafaji, getting beat at $1.45. Locking Wheels with Rebecca Bartley there, so may have contributed. Beck got beat 50 metres, so might have been a bit of a scrimmage or something, not sure. Checked and broke, a couple of things in there. Heavenly Charm took out the first race we went live with actually tonight. Chris Finozio for the O'Connors took out race number 1. Matt Craven ran second. Had a pretty good night, matey Craven, actually. All going well. Tipsy Turvy, Tim Garrett, I will get to you in 2 secs, mate. Tipsy Turvy by Bacardi Lindy, standing at Lower Long Farms. We saw that race beating Egret for Nathan Jack, but Tipsy Turvy was a good little win for Johnny Caldo. Matty Craven, Regal Reggae, I said it was a long straight for him, but still won it. Tactics paid out, but it was a long way in front for a long while, beating Regality and Montbelange. And the last race, Rita Burnett and Joshy Duggan have combined with Major Comment. So that's 2 winners for the week. So well done, Reet, getting up off the canvas. So they're going terrific. Got 18 minutes to go before the running of race number 9 tonight, the AEPG Gold Sovereign 3-year-old fillies race. And there's a first start. I wonder what it's by Always Be Mickey. We'll just have a quick look though. Philip Cherkoff, just look at me out of a Better's Delight mare. So like looking at the first starters. Might be the only person that that does do that. But yeah, we're going from there. Tim Garrett's got on board. Fingers crossed we have a 2-year-old fillies race on Monday at Maryborough. I thought we might be waiting until they turn 3. I know he races a horse and has been unfortunately missing out on a run for a while with that horse. I reckon I know Tim. I think it might be one of the horses Dan Malecki was alluding to just earlier on. But plenty of time left in the end of the season, mate. And good luck to you. Better give us its name, Tim. You can't just tip a horse and not give us its name. We need to know the names of these horses they're going forward in the industry. So that's a wrap, unless Timmy gets in quickly. Tim White's back. He turned back on. He can't have enough of us. He's going from there. We've seen a few things going on. Unfortunately, I've got to get rid of another part that happens on my screen so I can keep up with the tips. But I must say a huge thank you to all my major sponsors in Arras, to Trotters, of course, continuing to help me put out a lot of these programs. Dr. Kath McIntosh and all the crew at Lower Long Farms sponsoring this August, the stable for this August going through. The guys at Barristock, Barristock feeds are the best, and help me especially with the equestrian page. Keep trying to grow it. I have a plan on how we can get the brand out there. We need to be able to cross-pollinate and get it out in the best possible way. The guys at NZB, Bloodstock, Cambrai, not tipping, just need to race. Who's watching Lily? Very good. Thank you very much, Tim. That's terrific. So Monday, he's not tipping it, so barrack for it. If you're watching the race, we'll get on there and barrack for it. Horseland Bendigo, don't forget they were able to help out Rita Burnett just recently, Kylie Blazars. She does a lot for me as well going forward, so make sure if you want to buy, give those guys a call or go to their Facebook page, Horseland Bendigo, for all of that. The guys at Nutrien, as I said, the inaugural Nutrien race series is coming up very, very shortly, Monday, so I'll be there with that show. Woodlands, and don't forget what Mark Hughes said there before, that if you go to the Lower Long Farms Stallion Parade on the 4th of September, if you book into Lather Up and check out the Facebook posts on the Lower Long Farms Facebook page to him going forward, that you'll get a bottle of Mum Champagne, and I'll take Hughesy for his word. So he watches on the other channel, but he sent me that as a private message. I was trying to look for it as a message, but it was a text message that he sent it to me going forward. So hopefully that is all my sponsors. Nutrien, don't forget the safety specialist Daz Aiken, he'll be watching. They ran second in the first race as well. So plenty going on. My Kiwi friends, make sure you vote for Cambrai. I'm not sure exactly when it works, but going forward, yeah, get involved and vote for the young man going there. Thank you, as I said, to all of my sponsors, everyone that's been helping me continue to grow this page. Tongue in cheek, say it's the number one show in harness racing in Australia, New Zealand, and now Great Britain, because Stuart Tanner has said there, great work. You've been making it work fun. It's been very random. I expect some English sheep, Stuart. There's a challenge for you for the week. Next Wednesday evening show. So the challenge is out there. It's not allowed. It has to be alive or knitted. Sheep or sheep products for next week's show. Just we'll just have a bit of fun with that. But it'll be on a Tuesday night, not a Wednesday night, so that will be a bit of a change. Might catch a few people out going forward, and any photo that's a good photo will be used. Anything that's not, I definitely won't be putting up. So thank you very much to everyone. Had a lot of fun. The show gets longer and longer every week. Not sure how long I can continue doing it for. I think I'll try as long as I can. We might do some smaller shows and that, but we will be able to take it on the road. I'm getting it worked out so I can take it on the road. Thank you very much. Please have fun. That's what the industry's about. And we'll see you all next week. This has been On Loose Lines. Thank you.